Man, they have been going through it for like at least 2 weeks. I don't know what it, but listen, something is happening on the western region side of the world. Western side of the world is going through it right now, man. Something is happening underground. They're having tons of earthquakes, cyclones, monsoons, floods.
That dude was possessed with some kind of demon, man.
He was.
He's possessed with some kind of demon. Want to be in all this red, this dark rooms with the music blasting.
Okay, do you think Von Braun was a reptilian?
No.
You really don't?
No.
Okay.
Your president, yes.
Oh, what? Which one? George Bush Sr.? Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
And Bill Clinton and this guy you got just got rid of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Juicy sizzling steak, made by computer. While obtaining regular meat is a process that's been taking place for millennia, cow, butcher, beef, Redefined Meat, a meat alternative startup out of Israel, makes their product using a highly technical process. The mix of soy and pea protein, chickpeas, beetroot, nutritional yeast, and coconut fat is formed into steak-like shapes using a 3D printer.
Man, grand rising to the collective. Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. I appreciate everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up. If you new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7, and this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate you if you're watching any TV, whatever the case is. I wish it was smooth 7. Might be a trigger warning or 2. I hope not. But I love y'all collective. I appreciate y'all. I even got some of y'all DMs that's telling me like y'all proud of me for donating to my old high school, to the boys and girls basketball program. And like y'all saw the video of me and my teacher, Mr. I. Shout out to Mr. I, man. He believed in me before anybody else in the world did. He stayed on me. I was kind of wild. Y'all know, like I was kind of wild. So he had to like keep me contained, keep me right. And I appreciate him for that. So shout out to Mr. I again. I know a lot of y'all was saying like that was a special moment to see. Yeah, I was emotional too, because it made me remember a lot. You know, a lot of memories came back. But I appreciate y'all. I'm always gonna get back. I'm always gonna be there for my people. So don't never get that twisted. I got y'all. Shout out to the collective again. We built something special, and I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all know what it is. Let's get straight to the video, man. Let's go.
What the hell was that?
It kind of looked like a human, bro.
Do y'all see what Indonesia got going on, y'all? Man, they have been going through it for like at least 2 weeks. I don't know what it, but listen, something is happening on the western region side of the world. They just had a 7.6 earthquake in Japan, I believe, today, if I'm not mistaken. But something is brewing specifically in the western region of the world, because Indonesia has been going through it for like 2 weeks, maybe even more. They have been getting back-to-back monsoons and cyclones and floods. Look at this, y'all. This thing is not stopping. This thing is not stopping. Y'all hear that water? Oh my God. Look at this. It's not stopping. The whole earth is literally going down. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I gotta make more videos.
Prayers, man, prayers.
When I tell you the western side of the world is going through it right now, man, something is happening underground. They're having tons of earthquakes, cyclones, monsoons, floods, mudslides. Look, y'all, check out this mudslide. This is the most craziest mudslide I have ever seen, y'all. Look at this. Sumatra Island in Indonesia is going through it, y'all. There's people throughout the whole... Look at this. There's people throughout this whole thing over here, y'all. And when I mean Indonesia, it's different parts of Indonesia as well. It's not targeted one specific area. The whole Indonesia is going through it, y'all. Look at this. Oh my God. Cars completely submerged. Is that a cow? That's a cow. Cars, homes completely submerged. People are literally missing. Thousands of people are missing. People are stuck on roofs. What is this? What is that? Is that a chicken floating? Y'all, the animals gotta save themselves. Y'all, this has been happening day and night. Day and night. Look at this, y'all. We are literally in the days of Noah. Y'all, who else is building their ark? This is crazy. Look at this. Oh my God. The water was so high and so violent that people had to climb trees, power lines, and even to get on top of homes in order to survive. Look at this guy. This guy nearly drowns. He almost gets pushed out by the water. If the people wasn't out there giving him a rope, he would have never made it. Oh shit, that shit broke. Look at this. Look at this. He has to climb this thing. This concrete block. Oh my God, y'all, this is crazy. The shift is here. He's got to climb, and they got to throw him a rope in order to get on top of the roof. Yo, I don't know what happened to his sweatshirt, but okay. I mean, hey, man, buddy, he's gonna make it one way or another. But look at this. That water is powerful, y'all. Y'all, just take a look at the damage that was done. Y'all thought Jamaica was bad? Y'all thought North Carolina was bad, y'all? And they have been going through this for months. Monsoon on top of monsoon, mudslide, floods. Oh my God, heavy rain, heavy wind. Look at these homes, and some of them are blue. The ones that are blue are kind of standing, I guess, huh? They're kind of standing. But look at this, y'all. The shift is really here, man. There's so much going on. Let me know down in the comments how you feel about this video. Like, follow, and share for more videos like this. Let's continue to get it, y'all. Peace in.
Again, prayers, man. This shit sad.
There's something very big coming up December 25th. Like
Christmas.
No.
Wait, what?
This guy's name is Ebo Noah.
Yeah.
So he said he had a clear vision of Jesus coming to him and saying that the second flood will come on December 25th. So what this guy did, he
built an ark?
8 arks right now. And I'm
8 arks?
And that can hold 5,000 people each. Like, he's actually trying to save people, and he's actually so crazy because he thinks this is true.
25th December. 25th December.
Some people are on his side, but the others are like flaming him. But I'm telling you, these arcs are
They're
huge, fam.
Wait, can I see a picture actually?
Yeah.
That's AI.
No, it's not. He's built all 8 of these. There's no way a guy's gonna do this if the vision is not true, fam. December 25th. Yo, that's not fake, bro.
This picture specifically, December 25th.
December 25th
It's
is
gonna
the
flood
day.
gonna come.
Yeah, that's gonna flood. That's why he started building all these things.
You think it's gonna happen?
Maybe he was named Ebo Noah for a reason. You know what I mean? Noah's Ark.
No.
That's about to ruffle some feathers. I seen the last video.
So they really are trying to kill us. Y'all peep this shit. California, I'm gonna need y'all to come to the front, cause are y'all alright? Is y'all good? Cause what the is that? Okay, so I don't know about y'all, but there has been rapid reports about people seeing some weird ass fog, right? Now, here's the part. This fog stretched between 400 to like 300 something out miles, you know what I'm saying? And they are saying that this fog is making people act up. It's giving people headaches. It's making them sick. It's making their dogs, their dogs or their pets acting up and shit like that. And then come to find out, there's something inside of this fog. I don't know what it is, but from what others are saying, this fog is full of radiation. Let me see this one more time for the people in the back. They have a fog full of radiation, and it's about a good 400 miles long as hell. So with that being said, they are saying that 13 million people is suffering from this shit. So with that being said, California, are y'all alright? Are y'all good? Y'all gonna have to say something. Like, please, one of y'all say something. Because, like I said, only locals are like saying something. This needs to be national headlines, because God forbid, that's just California. What if it start hovering over my shit? Hell no! Somebody come forth to say something. Is y'all alright? Y'all good? We gonna be praying.
Yes, we good. There's the only thing I would say is the fog has been a little bit. It's around daily now. It normally ain't like that. It clear up around like noon, a little bit after that, and then it might get like cloudy. It's been foggy. That's kind of weird. Yeah, that is kind of weird. But I haven't seen nothing out the norm. I haven't seen nothing out the norm. What Minnie just said, I ain't seen that. But I know like it made me feel like I'm allergic to it though. Like my throat itching, runny nose, stuffy nose. My voice might be going in and out, stuff like that. But that's the only difference I would say. But I'm good though. So anybody else in Cali, y'all let me know or spam it up and put it in the comments for others to find out if you going through something different.
Oh, this is how you know New Orleans is below sea level, because I'm walking up the street and a ship is passing like it's a car passing. Mind you, I'm below the ship. I'm looking up at the ship because the water is higher than the ground.
That is still crazy for me to think about.
Yo, at this point, Louisiana, baby, Louisiana not gonna be a state no more. Look at this. At this point, y'all, we just gonna be underwater. Louisiana gonna be called the ocean. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. My whole foot. Y'all, look at that. Look at that. So y'all telling me y'all don't think Louisiana gonna be underwater probably the next 3 years? Look at this, y'all. You'll think somebody left the hose pipe on. Like, do this make sense? At this point, we just underwater. We're already by the water. We underwater. And Florida gonna be next.
Can you please leave Florida out of this one, please? Leave Florida out of that. Okay? Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm with this guy. 4 days straight it's been like that. Now the mainstream
You cannot see anything at all. You can't see a thing.
This fog started to form throughout the night. It's still here in the morning. It is really, really thick in downtown Dallas. And on top of that, it stinks. It smells like something's burning. It smells like sulfur. It stinks. And I've been seeing posts about this all over the globe. It's not just in the United States, as you could see in the very first clip. I'm not sure what it is, but I do know that I pray Psalms 91 over my family, and we shall not fear the pestilence that comes by night.
Also, and the fog here don't stink.
Oh man, they just keep coming. That's the hood. I'm glad the door's locked.
You know, in the movie Him that just came out, is showing y'all the truth, bro. They showing y'all like what you got to do in order to get to the top, bro. This is how this shit works in these music industry, all these industries, bro, sports and all that. It's not based on talent. Once you get to that position, it's based on how much you're going to sacrifice and the rituals you're going to participate in. So that's what happened with D Rose, bro. Like, he just wasn't trying to keep on doing that. That's why he retired so early. That's why they made him fake his injury in the league, man. This shit's deep, but it's the honest truth, you know. And this is important for people that, you know, thinking about trying to go to the league and shit like that, like trying to be up there in the hot rankings. It's a lot of shit you're going to have to do nowadays, especially how it's ran, man. And that's just the honest truth about it. Like, D Rose is not taking away the talent from him. He's an amazing basketball player, like I said. But, you know, at the end of the day, if you want to get to the top, you got to participate in the rituals of sacrificing. And in order to be up there, and he wasn't with that, bro. So he did a little bit of what he had to do to get to the league and shit like that and make the money he made. But, you know, that's why he just went out with an injury, you know?
Now, I know a lot of people aren't going to believe, you know, he faked his injury or he was forced to fake his injury. because he didn't want to participate in the rituals. A lot of that stuff goes over people's head. But I'll tell you one thing. If they're doing it in the NFL, they're definitely doing it in the NBA. And a lot of these first round number 1 picks go through these injuries. And once, we started learning the handshakes and all the symbols and stuff like that, when Ben Simmons was drafted number 1, first pick, first round, he also did the Mason handshake with Adam Silver, the head of the NBA. And then 2 nights later, after his first cousin, Zachary Simmons, attended his draft night, 2 nights later, he was hit at 3 a.m. by an all-black SUV and killed. So, it was people like, oh, Ben Simmons didn't sell out. He didn't do this. Ben Simmons sacrificed his first cousin to be the number 1 draft pick. I mean, you can go and watch Ben Simmons, his draft and to the fraternity that night. They literally did the Freemasonic handshake when he drafted him. It was so on purpose. It doesn't get any more on purpose of the handshake that him and Adam Silver did. But just like in the beginning when Trey Burke said, he was basically like talking about the NBA being like an elite fraternity to get into. That's exactly what it is. And if you're going to get at the top of that fraternity with the Stephen Currys, the James Harden, so on and so on, if you're going to get at that top, you're going to have to do things. It makes me think about James Harden and Lil Baby. Why was they hanging around each other so much at one point? 2 people from 2 different worlds. Why were they hanging around each other so much at one point? See, that James Harden was Lil Baby's handler, or they had stuff going on between each other that they had to do, and they agreed to do it with each other. I mean, it just seemed weird that they was hanging around each other so much. Especially like that time where Lil Baby was looking froze, and when they was like in France or Paris or something, and it like made that meme, BB, Lil BB, Lil BB. And Lil Baby didn't know what was going on, and James Harden had to tell them, like, hold on, they're trying to take pictures of you. Yeah, I know some of y'all gonna remember that little meme that was going on. It might have been like a couple years ago, but y'all remember they were buying each other gifts and all that kind of stuff. James Harden done did them rituals. He participated. You get your own shoe and you do all that, you with it. And this is just another story of it. I thought it was interesting when the former NBA player Trey Burke was talking about, the superstars taking a dark route. He also talked about the you dig. You remember when Corey Holcomb, that's his word for it, the you dig. I had to bleep it out a couple times, but
you didn't get the download. You didn't get the download. Do you know about this book, The Atlas of the World? You have to understand, it's a spiritual season. God is in control. Brother, I got some bad news. It's your third eye. There's nothing coming in the sky. It's your third eye. You now have the ability, like an atlas, to map out the world. It's like having the blueprints to anything. I now have the ability to get straight downloads from the universe in real time. You have to understand, just because you can't see your thoughts doesn't mean they're not there. Everything that you think sends out a frequency, a vibration into the universe, and you're able to receive messages and send messages at will. That's your third eye atlas. That's why I say the eyes are useless when the mind is blind and your ears can't hear what your heart ain't listening to. It's like being able to see things before they happen. It's like mapping out your spiritual journey. Oh my days.
All right, now we're going to call this Michael Jackson and the Illuminati Part 1 because, man, I'm going to need at least 2 to 3 parts to do this video to keep it under 3 minutes per reel. But let's jump right in. Now, I'm going to start with the fact that this album cover right here has so much going on, I don't even know where to begin. Okay, so we'll start off kind of easy. Now, everybody knows I always tell you about the Illuminati numerology. Now, notice Michael Jackson's name is 7 and 7, okay? They conveniently hide this little man right down there. If you zoom in on him, lower right of the album cover, he's got the number 7 sitting right there on top of his hat. Now, the best way to show you the Illuminati influence in this is, let's jump right into it. Now, this one's kind of self-explanatory. Boom, there's your all-seeing eye. Now, there's a lot going on here, too. That's very Masonic. You got, if you see the 2 pillars right there, okay? You got your 2 Masonic pillars, but you got your eye representing, Masonry and the Illuminati. But you have these 2 statues right here, okay? Now, if you see one's hand is up, holding their arm up with that vine in their hand, okay? The other one's pointing their hand down, holding that vase-type bowl, okay? So that's as above, so below. That's a very satanic ideology that the occult goes by. But there's so much going on right here, it would be hard to really jump into every single bit of it, but that's the main parts you can see. All right, so there's your archway, there's your pillars, there's your all-seeing eye. So there's your Masonic and Illuminati symbolism. Pretty blatant right there. But what's right below this? Okay, see that little conveyor belt looking thing with the boats coming out? What's below that? Wow, you got like a reptilian looking skeleton for the most part, okay? And a little boy wearing the letter M. What do you think that M stands for? I wonder. But it's like there's so much going on here that, I mean, like I said, I have to, in order to chop this into 3-minute videos, I'm gonna have to at least do a few parts to it. But I'll end this video on one other little small piece of information about this to show. So when was this album released? Coincidentally, on the 330th day of the year. There's your 33, your Masonic symbol right there in front of you.
Japan just had a 7.6 earthquake. The goddess is giving birth to a new world. Everything that happens in the physical world, it happens in the spiritual world first. 7.6 is 13, which is connected to the goddess. The number 13 is connected with creation, the womb, intuitions, cycles of death and rebirth. It's the number of the mother, not a curse. You know how they say 13 is bad luck, and not true. This video is about to get a little dark and a little deep. Stay with me. 7 plus 6, 13. The mother. The earthquake took place in Japan. Japan is known as the rising sun. So we have the sun and we have the mother. Every time this planet have an earthquake, the goddess is going through labor pain. Everything, I mean, everything is spiritual and is connected to our chakras. Did you know that this planet have chakras just like us? The 7 continents are connected to the 7 chakras. Whatever continent you was born in, you represent one of these 7 chakras. I was born in North America, so we represent the root chakra. That's why United States always feel like we're trying to survive. That's because it's true. The root chakra. Asia is really special because it represents the third eye. So we have the mother giving labor pains. The sun is rising and our third eye is being activated. We are living in 2 worlds at the same time. The spiritual world and the physical world. This earthquake took place in the spiritual world first. Now it's giving birth in the physical world. Now they are giving people warnings about tsunamis. Anytime they mention water, they are speaking about us, currency, money, rebirth, life, death. Water means everything. This planet is having a spiritual awakening and it feels like labor pain. It feels like we can't make it. It feels like we just want to give up. It feels like we just can't do it. The reason why it feels so hard is because we are still inside of the womb of the mother. Whatever she go through, we go through. Number 13 is connected to your Kundalini. Wake up. If you don't want to wake up, the mother is going to force you to wake up. A lot of times we confuse our spiritual ascension symptoms with regular pain symptoms. Your neck hurt, your head hurt, your back hurt, your feet hurt. You don't want to do nothing. You could be waking up spiritually.
Dude is a demon, bro. Dude is a demon. That dude was possessed with some kind of demon, man.
He was.
He's possessed with some kind of demon. Want to be in all this red, this dark rooms with the music blasting. It had to be a certain temperature. A certain type of music for the vibration they were saying. Come on, bro. And I don't care what nobody say, man. And like, when people still talk and keep on talking, if that priest ever come out and he talking If people keep talking, you'll find out that a lot of shit that Gene Deal has said has been the truth and nothing but the truth. I was there. I was there when that priest or whoever he was rubbed that stuff on his head, put his hand on top of him, told him to grab the bird out the cage, the white dove, and he threw the dove in the air, and the dove acted like he ain't have no wings and hit the fucking ground. Boom!
What?
That motherfucker start walking my way. I'm looking like this, bro. I'm like,
Gene Deal has been right a lot of the time.
The more and more I learn and dive into this, pun definitely intended, dive into this rabbit hole, there is a lot of information and not a whole lot. Because everybody sort of says the same thing. Around the time of the pandemic, this woman, Lilith, went to the ocean and she made friends with a mermaid named Lila. And that's it. Nobody really knows much of anything else. Nobody knows anything about her, what she did. There are rumors that she went scuba diving and that there are some videos that sort of support this, but not really. I am stumbling upon a few recordings that she did of lives that she did, but because they're recordings, they're a little messy at places. There's a lot of stuff coming up on the screen, so you can't really see a whole lot, hear a whole lot, or just, it's hard to interpret. So I'm just kind of brushing past those. This TikToker was sent a few videos, which I showed at the beginning of this one, so those are kind of the cleanest ones we have. I'm going to keep sifting through a lot of the other videos that I found, and I will show them to you and just let you guys interpret what you guys think it means.
This for entertainment. So it's not true. Well, depending on your perspective. You know, perspective controls reality, so I ain't gonna argue with your perspective, because that's your reality. Do you think mermaids are real? Mermaids, aka sirens. Do y'all think that they real? Or do y'all think that they not real? If you think that they real, is it because you've seen it? Or is it because you've heard other people's experience with them? And if you think they're not real, why do you think they're not real? Let me know. Spam it up in the comments. I'm curious. I've never seen one. But just because I ain't seen it don't mean it ain't real. You feel me? So like, some people ain't seen $1 million, but that they still believe it's real though. So that's what I'm saying. I want to know y'all thoughts. Let me know.
This 11-year-old is missing. There's not a single photo of him anywhere that anyone can find, and his own mom is denying he ever existed. This is Jacob Pritchett. Now, he's 11 years old, but so tiny that the neighbors in his apartment complex thought he was only around 7 years old, and he hasn't been seen in months. When someone finally called in for a welfare check, his mom, Jacqueline Pritchett, opened the door and told officers she didn't have a child. Not he's missing, he's with family, just said he never existed. When police later got inside, the apartment was off. No electricity, just 2 bare mattresses, and the strong smell of cleaning products. The only sign of any child being in the apartment was that there were some toys hidden in the bathroom and stuffed away in a closet. No children's clothes, nothing. But then cops found Jacob's birth certificate inside of the apartment. So the mom is denying his existence while the paperwork proves that he exists and she's his mom. Then a canine alerted the refrigerator and officers searched the building's dumpsters, one of which the neighbor said smelled absolutely awful. Because NYC's trash gets hauled upstate, investigators took the search to a landfill nearly 300 miles away. They spent days digging through the debris and they found nothing. But the neighbors, they told police they had seen Jacob before. He was a tiny, quiet boy, sometimes in a stroller. And because he was never enrolled in school, there are no school photos, no recent pictures, no digital trail that he existed. So that's why the police had to put out this sketch and that computer-generated image that you saw at the beginning. As for his mom, she was taken for a psychiatric evaluation, then jailed on a civil contempt warrant for refusing to say where Jacob was. So now she's sitting in Rikers Island, one of the harshest jails in the country. And the judge told her, if you tell us where Jacob is, you can go home. But instead of telling them, she invoked the Fifth Amendment. So now the police really have absolutely nothing to go on, and his mother isn't cooperating. So what happened to 11-year-old Jacob Pritchett, and where is he?
She did something with him, bro. Straight up.
Did Diddy have something to do with Brittany Murphy's untimely death? So many people have suspiciously gotten pneumonia when they are in the vicinity of this man. You can only have so many coincidences before it starts to be a trend. So I'm gonna break down everything that I found. I actually went viral last year for this information, so it's pretty compelling. Buckle up. In 2009, Brittany Murphy passed away from anemia and pneumonia at only 32 years old, because that's totally something that normally happens. Oddly enough, she had the same coroner as Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, Paul Walker, and Kim Porter. That Kim Porter. The Kim Porter that had children and was in a long-term relationship with P. Diddy. Kim Porter also passed away young from pneumonia. When this coroner requested that they reopen Kim Porter's case, he suddenly passed away too. This is Simon Monjack, the man that Brittany Murphy married that in my opinion, was never good enough for her, has a super sketchy past anyways. I could do a whole video on him. So, allegedly, Simon Monjack got in too deep with celebrity trainer Harley Pasternak. Do you remember who that is? That is the man that was sending Kanye messages threatening him, saying that he was going to put him in a mental hospital. Harley Pasternak, super buddies with P. Diddy. 5 months after Brittany left this earth, Simon Monjack left in the very same way. The crazy thing about this is there were claims that there were mold in their house or some sort of environmental cause, yet none was ever found. Brittany Murphy's mother continued to live in that house and never had anything happen. Brittany's father has maintained that he believes it was rat unaliving that took out his daughter. After everything has come out about Diddy, and we've seen so many people that end up gone after hanging out with him, because Brittany Murphy was hanging out with him for years. She hung out with him with Ashton Kutcher. Did Brittany see something? Did Brittany know something? Or was this potentially about some money that was owed to Harley Pasternak? Those are my questions. And how do all of these young, healthy people end up getting pneumonia when they in some way have associated with P. Diddy?
The moon is a spaceship. It was built on Jupiter about 38 million years ago. Now, it doesn't have its own propulsion. It has to be towed. Our moon was towed into its orbit now about 15,000 years ago, just after the Ice Age. And when man first became aware of the skies, there was no moon, and then there was 2 moons, and then there was 1 moon. And we think that the 2 moons was the vehicle that towed our moon into space. Howard Menger wrote a book called From Outer Space to You, and when I read the book, I thought it was really great. Found out that not only he was invited up there, but there was a number of other people, scientists. They take them all around the moon. There's a train that travels to what he calls a copper highway, and he doesn't know how it goes, but it's very silent and goes very fast. Very nice people, very advanced, and they've taken thousands of people over the years. People don't say that, won't tell their story, because they know that they won't be believed. Our solar system, we're told by NASA there's 9 planets. There's actually 40. There's the Earth plus 39. And each of those planets has a civilization, and each of those planets has moons that have civilizations.
What's y'all thoughts?
Yo, stop. Yo. Bro, stop. Oh my gosh, bro. I'm so serious right now. Get out. Get out, please. Nah, bro, I'm not just stabbed, bro. Nah, yo, bro, nah, don't go, bro. What are you doing, bro? It's not worth it. Get out, bro.
It's worth it because they don't got my face on me.
I'll pay 1,000, 2,000. It doesn't. What could I do to help? Could I help? I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry.
Tomorrow, December 5th, 2025, LeBron James will lose his 10-point-a-game streak against the Toronto Raptors. Don't ask me how I know. I was told by some very, very powerful people close to me. Don't ask me how I know. He will lose the streak tomorrow. It is happening.
His name is It's Really Cameron. I'm going to have to go look and check when he posted this. And I need to go back to see the game that happened, because that actually happened. And I want to know if he trolling, if he already made this video after it happened, or if he was like literally ahead of schedule and said that shit beforehand. That would be crazy, bro. That would be crazy. And if there was the case like that, then he just said he knew. I go look, man. I gotta go look. Y'all let me know. But the clip before that with them kids, bro, it's sad that the world is getting to that point. And it's like, I believe it's babies having babies. And we're not raising our children the way we should. We're not raising the youth like we should. I feel like they tired of seeing the world go the way it's going. And instead of doing it the correct way to make change, because it takes a long time for change to really finally fully manifest, they saying forget that, we gonna just skip the line and we just gonna cause ruckus. And we doing what we want to do. And I feel like that's gonna give a 3-letter agency that be going around causing ruckus, getting immigrants out now. I feel like that's gonna give them a chance to take our sovereignty away. Basically, I'm going too deep. My bad. Let me stop. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts, man. Spam it up below.
You made it to the league, bro. 1%. It's a prestigious fraternity, bro. Like, need to be more respect on the guys who they don't look at as a so-called superstar. It's so much going on, bro. Like, and I don't even want to get into all that, but a lot of some superstars took a different route. Like, I ain't get on here to talk about that much, but some of that shit come with some demonic shit, some dark shit. You feel me? Yeah. Some of that shit, it get real, you know. So I appreciate my journey. I appreciate my career. I appreciate my legacy, because I also stood for a lot, and I took a lot of hits for who I was as a person too. Like, I don't talk about the situation a lot, but I ain't get, bro. I took it real. I went through a lot with that, you know what I mean, in Dallas, after I really established myself in Dallas.
They held that against you?
Yeah, you know, and I don't really get into it a lot on camera, because I still respect that organization a lot, bro. That organization did a lot for me and my family. And I love the Dallas Mavericks, but I think it was bigger than the Dallas Mavericks. It wasn't just the Dallas Mavericks that held it against me. It was bigger than that. It was a whole agenda in place for anyone who didn't conform to getting. I decided not to. I got kids. I had to explain to them that I just don't. I don't agree with, anybody telling you to do something that go against your will, go against your belief system.
Before, it was kind of just about basketball. Let me just see how good I can be in basketball. You know what I mean? But once I found that deeper purpose, it made me kind of understand life at a deeper level. And I'm still on that journey to this day. Yes, I'm still on that journey. And I think athletes need to know that. There's a lot of athletes out here that just want to make it to the NFL, just want to make it to the NBA. You got Instagram, Facebook, you got so much distractions, and they just looking at the lifestyle, but they don't know what's going on inside their person. They don't know what's really going on.
Trey Burke going crazy.
Y'all catch the Streamer Awards where there was a ritual for Kai Cenat where they confirmed that him and P. Diddy are actually the same character. Yeah, he made sure to throw in that one-eye symbolism in there right before the ritual started to let you guys know that he is with these people. They use it because it represents mastery over what humanity sees and what humanity doesn't see. We control the narrative. Your reality is filtered through our lens. So this right here literally means that Kai Cenat and everybody else in this room knows something that you don't. It's a technique used to distract the conscious mind while they are speaking to the unconscious mind. So she goes on further to tell you the truth that Kai Cenat and P. Diddy are the same character, and it bypasses your conscious logical thinking mind and it goes straight into your unconscious mind because you already know that Kai Cenat is Kai Cenat. So while she is talking, he's doing the one-eye salute to grab your attention, to make you pay attention to what's happening.
To you. Oh, and also, congrats on your new documentary with 50 Cent. That was you, right?
And then he continues to play with your conscious mind because P. Diddy is a master manipulator. Like, okay, I don't know what you're talking about. But if you didn't like P. Diddy and you didn't want to be associated with P. Diddy, why would you go to the lengths of dressing like him? Not once, but on multiple occasions, right? What kind of symbolism are you throwing out to the public? What kind of message are you throwing out to the public? Like, come on. What kind of message are you throwing out to the public? Look at that. What kind of message are you sending out to the public? Come on, y'all. Look at the numbers. I don't play about the numbers. Women lie, men lie, numbers don't. Look at the numbers. Kai Cenat, 22. P. Diddy, 22. Puff Daddy, the character he played prior, 44. You add 22 and 22 together, it gives you 44. Like, what kind of message are you sending out to the public? Come on, Sean John, 26. Kai Cenat, 26. If you guys cannot see it, I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know what to tell y'all. What do you think Hollywood is? You think Hollywood's your best friend? You think they're supposed to come out and tell you, oh, yo, yeah, in fact, yeah, Puff Daddy and Kai Cenat, they're the same person. Even hanging out with the same people, they both love to throw sleepovers, right? With men, right? Look at Kai Cenat's streams. Nothing but men coming through sleeping over. Same thing with P. Diddy. Hanging out with Kevin Hart and hosting sleepovers. Do you guys know this quote by William Shakespeare? All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. Now, who set up that stage for us? Who set up that stage for us? It's like this. P. Diddy's already a great actor. Puff Daddy's already a great actor because he's been on the main stage. Why would you remove him and bring someone else when you could just change his character? Why? Why wouldn't you do that? Even Shakespeare throwing up that one-eye symbolism. Look at that. One-eye symbolism, y'all. Again, I showed y'all the proof with numbers. They're both into the same type of thing, right? It's just a different costume. That's all it is. Different name. But yeah, let me know that in the comments below what y'all think about this video, man. The shift is here. Let's get it. Peace in.
Can y'all see it or can y'all not unsee it now?
A juicy sizzling steak made by computer. While obtaining regular meat is a process that's been taking place for millennia, cow, butcher, beef, Redefined Meat, a meat alternative startup out of Israel, makes their product using a highly technical process. The mix of soy and pea protein, chickpeas, beetroot, nutritional yeast, and coconut fat is formed into steak-like shapes using a 3D printer.
Our goal is to become the largest meat company in the world just by harnessing technology instead of animals.
Meat substitutes are not new, but unlike the soy-based crumbles that mimic ground beef, Redefined Meat's product is designed to act, taste, and cut like flank steak.
This is the holy grail of alternative meat.
But the most important part, how does it taste? This diner was happy.
The texture feels right. Even the smell smells like the real thing. Really authentic for meat.
What I have learned, if you watch The Switch, if anybody, what's up, chat? Watch The Switch, okay? It's a new movie called The Switch. I need you to watch that, right? Check that out. He says he can switch people out. And he does it right in front of them. And he says, like, yo, bro, like, I'll switch your wife out and I'll put another one of your wife inside of her body. And they're walking around and you think that's your wife and it's not your wife. This is what's going on. It's no longer, like I said, it's no longer spiritual. We figured out how to, turn into spirit and exchange the soul in order to control the vessel. So if I have the vessel and I'm just nothing but spirit, I can ruin your life. That's what everybody has been going through. So they can't recognize it unless you say things like The Switch. So when they watch that and they see that there's other people that can identify other than me, it's not just me playing games. It's the truth. We have to be careful with who we watch. You'll be in the car with Paul, man, but you're really in the car with Peter. That's Paul's body. But why is Peter in Paul's body? I've been going through this for a while in order to figure out and identify every soul inside of every vessel.
How do I know Orlando's in Orlando's body right now?
Man, I would be 6 inches taller. Haven't you seen Kanye?
You say that a lot. You say a lot of people are other people.
Well, no, bro. You have to look at the vessel and look at how things work. If you love someone, you should know how they work inside of their own vessel. When they move that spirit to the next vessel, they still do the same thing, is all I've been saying to you. Some people actually, like, you know, they love to indulge in things that are beyond the realm of human comprehension. And with $10 million, I can change my face and turn white, black, have six-pack. I can't.
Orlando Brown be really like tapped in.
Craft, and they gave the finger.
Okay, they were parked around the side of the crater. Okay, they were not parked on it; they were floating above it.
Okay, yeah.
So there were hundreds of these 9-foot reptilian guys standing with their legs.
Hundreds.
Yeah, they were all the way across the underneath their vehicles,
Okay,
standing
so
on the
9
crater.
feet, and what do they look like?
They're ugly looking, lizard, alligator type people. They got the same skin as the lizards got, okay? And terrible looking faces. But then they have the ability to shift and look like a human. All of them do, okay?
Okay, do you think Von Braun was a reptilian?
No,
You really don't?
no.
Okay.
Your president, yes.
Oh, what? Which one? George Bush Sr.? Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
And Bill Clinton and this guy you got just got
Obama?
rid of. Yeah.
Yeah.
They all were,
Right.
okay? So, and they all have this ability to make themselves look like real good-looking people.
And you're saying Trump isn't one?
No, he's not, okay?
Well, that's a relief.
And and he knows more about this subject than people realize.
Oh, excellent.
But trying to get back to your earlier question, these groups of extraterrestrial who work together but are at war with other extraterrestrials, okay, have these vehicles that look like a planet.
Right.
Like our moon is a vehicle. It's a command center for this arm. The easiest way to look at this is to put your arm out like this, and you be the center of the galaxy.
So my question, we learned that all the presidents were related, right? So they say, like Obama say, he didn't know. Okay, all right. On the side of that, if they are related, and whether you like to say it is or you say it's not, but truth is, that presidential election shit is just a presidential selection. You get what I mean? Like, that's a family business. They keeping that in the family. If they are related, that would be a family business, right? So does that mean that if one of those presidents that he named has that reptilian bloodline, does that mean all of them have it? Let's just make this shit make sense. Like, let's not make it so hard. Even if it shatters a belief system that we once had, that's the journey of tapping in, of unplugging from that matrix shit. Y'all let me know if that's a reach. I'm just asking. I ain't trying to go to war with nobody. If you disagree, I still love you. You still the family. Like, it's all good. Tell me why you disagree. Let's have a conversation. Because it's a few people we've had that conversation of disagreeing on something. We still family to this day. And I've seen them in the comments, and some of them has DM'd me, and we still cool. I ain't gonna hold it against you. I forgive you, but man, let me know your thoughts, bro. I'm curious. Slam it up below. What the? What?
Y'all believe that Diddy had real bad intentions for Tupac? You just can't really trust everybody. You know what I'm saying? And look at Diddy. You read his energy in his picture. There's a lot of mysterious energy. You believe that Tupac is free, is light vibrational, higher vibrational. Should have been known that this dude was the whole villain. Like, this man looked like the Riddler or Batman. Understand that when you're dealing with Scorpio men, if they have not done their shadow work, if they have not worked in themselves, you're dealing with a very dangerous person, okay? Drake was a Scorpio. He definitely killed X, right? X got into a beef with him, and then after he died, Drake made so many songs literally claiming that he did it. You are on the dark side of a Scorpio, you gotta watch out. And that's why you hear every astrologist, Astro Finesse, you even hear me always say, you gotta know if you're dealing with an evolved or unevolved Scorpio, because these people will go to the extremes. You're talking about the darkest sign. The darkest sign. I've had situations where I've dealt with Scorpios, and I've seen how their minds, like some unevolved Scorpios, and I'm like, oh crap. And I've dealt with very positive Scorpios, but both of them are air signs. You got the Gemini and the Aquarius. Air signs are known to be very popular. They're known to be very charismatic. They're very have a charm. Just be very popular, right? People love air signs, right? But Scorpio, the most jealous sign, when they're not doing the work, they get jealous, you know. So XX Tentacion taking over the rap community. Jay makes a hit, take him out. All right, you got Tupac taking all his attention. Just take him out. You know, Scorpios actually represent laying low. That's why they're the most private zodiac sign, because they know how to hide shit, like finesse. Like that's why they're after Libra. Libra's like the sign that finesses. Scorpios like they're even better at finessing and really getting away with it. But of course, when you're doing it too much, karma will catch up. At the end of the day, they still a water sign. Once you get them in their feelings, they're gonna activate that darkness. Once you connect the dots, you will see that this is the signs. You got two Scorpios who have not done the work, fallen Scorpios, fallen angels, and you have two conscious rappers, right? X was very conscious, very spiritual. You have Tupac also as well, very conscious, very spiritual. Understand this science, you will understand that when you're dealing with a Scorpio people, you have to make sure they're evolved or evolved. If they're left-handed or right-handed. Because if they're left-handed, you could be next. Okay? These people want to be number one.
Scorpios, is that true?
Alright, so everybody been wanting to know what I saw in the Euphrates River. We patrolling on the Euphrates River, and we're in these boats. And we're probably like on the river about 15 or 20 minutes. And the Marine is pointing at something. I'm like, what the f are you pointing at? Like, why are you pointing? If I'm pointing at something, I'm shooting it. So, what's the deal, homie? So the guy that's driving the boat, he goes over to like this, I don't even know what to call it really. It was like a building on the water that goes underneath the water. It's really weird as hell. But underneath this building, you can see like caverns or like doorways. And while we're going up towards these doorways that we can see really well underneath this water, it's so clear that I can see a whole bunch of shit. And when we get a little bit closer to this, like this building or this embankment, whatever you want to call it, we start seeing lights under the water. There's several lights under the water, and people are starting to freak out. Like, what the f is this? I'm not saying nothing because I'm stunned. I'm like, man, what is this shit? That's what I'm saying to myself. So one Marine, so freaked out, he starts to shoot at this shit. He's shooting at lights. These lights, there's probably like maybe 5 or 6 lights. They all come together as one and make some type of sound underneath this water and almost flips our boat. But this thing turns into a craft, shoots through the water into one of these caverns. And when we look at where it's going, we see something chained up. And this thing is
breathing. I don't know what the it was, but people started shooting the lights out of this thing, and it didn't die, trust me. This thing got mad. So I'm telling the dude that's driving the boat, get us the out of here. This thing almost knocked us off of this thing. It probably was gonna drag us down. So he gets us out of there. And when we go back to the base to debrief, they automatically tell us, nah, this ain't happened. We're not writing this down. What we're gonna say is that we ran into a school of fish that almost knocked us off this boat. Total bullshit. But that's not the only thing we've seen under there.
They caught fallen angels on live TV. This is gonna blow your mind, and we're going to go down rabbit holes you did not even know existed. So this kid and his dad were watching TV, and they're watching right after a missile was shot, I believe around one of the Middle Eastern places we can't speak of, and he said he saw a demon or an angel flying right at the same time, or like right after it happened. I'm gonna show you that, then I'm gonna slow it down, then we're gonna go from there.
Okay, me and my dad were just sitting here watching Fox News, and I think we just accidentally seen Fox News just showed either angels or demons coming in after a missile.
Specifically fallen angels, but continue. And this was it. But we're gonna slow it way the heck down. Now we're gonna watch it slow down and enhance. So you can see it's flapping its wings going that way. Let me get out of the way. And down at the bottom right, you're going to see it again very clearly, flapping its wings like a man. Man angel. Now what if I told you that this has been caught before, but many times, and even further, a magazine cover predicted it. This, my friend, is a video of Mothman from like Fox or some kind of news. Quite literally a man with wings. You can watch the full video. Very known piece of film. How do I know he's a fallen angel? He has a day of worship once a year, Mothman Day. And he shows up at the signs of natural disasters. Let's get to that magazine I was telling you guys about. He said the demon or the angel, which is the fallen angel, was seen with a missile. You see it yet? That's right, here they are. Pause this and look at the names on the head. Yo, I'll be darned. This right here is insane. Let me know what you think down in the comments.
Christmas coming up, I know all y'all gon' celebrate. Inviting a random man up in your house, call Santa, know that's Satan. Leaving cookies out with stockings, giving it to the Christmas spirit. But do it for your ancestors, they say that's evil, that shit weird. Jesus born on the 25th, tell me where's that up in the Bible? That's a lie, they made that up to give more power to the idol. Originally the 25th was about the sun, not the sun. If you're a Christian, don't come at me, I'm just speaking facts for fun. See, on December 21st, the sun reaches its lowest point. That's why it's the shortest day of the year. Please come listen to my voice. Then on the 25th, the sun start rising, days start to get long. And that's why the government changed that fake ass time to try to solve. The real time is from the sun, go ahead and make a sun clock. That's God's timing, that's alignment, all this fake shit needs to stop. That's why you slaving on your job, that's why you can't live out your dream. Cause you ain't on the right time and you need to sit down, meditate, breathe. You not on the circadian rhythm, fam, you on the matrix rhythm. They got you running around like a rat, it's time to take your life back. Common sun announcing to you how to make a real clock. So you can sink back in with God and watch your health go through the top.
I know he gonna piss some people off.
So a bodyguard who goes by the name Big Homie CC talked about in an interview meeting a reptilian that shapeshifted. Yes, I know that sounded crazy, but they are out there and I've spoken them before. Check out what he had to say.
The lizard man in the club.
Lizard man?
Well, it wasn't a man, it was a lady. When the girl Jen, her long tongue, my cousin with me, he a police officer right now. After this event, he said, bro, I'm not doing this bodyguard stuff no more.
Yeah.
I'm like, what you talking about? He said, bro, I just seen the devil. Don't move. He said, look, turn to the left and look straight across. I looked across. I seen a little lady, brunette, short. And I say, bro, I'm looking. He said, just keep looking. And in an instant, the whole face was different. I didn't see the hair no more. The tongue came out to her own ear. Shoot. But you know me, bro. I'm like, man, hold on. So I stepped down off the couch and I walk over there. As I'm walking over there, you know, she get out of my line of sight briefly. Mm-hmm. But when I get over there, it's this little normal looking lady again. And I had on a Breitling watch And she's like, "Ooh, I like that watch." And I'm looking at her, I'm like, "What's your name?" She said her name was Jen. Gave me her Facebook page and everything.
Jen?
Her name was Jen.
Like G-I-N?
Yes. So look, I'm glad you said that. So look, I'm like, man, she said her name was Jen.
Wow.
So I go back to my cousin. He said, "Bro, why you go over there?" I said, "Bro, I just had to see for myself." He said, "What you see?" I said, "Bro, when I went over there, she looked normal, but I felt like I was a hamburger in front of a crocodile."
Every time I hear a story like that, I always remember the time where I seen the girl's face shapeshift in front of me. And when I seen the girl her face shapeshift, I remember seeing so many comments and so many fellas was like, "Bro, I seen the same thing." Don't it like freeze you? Like when you seeing it, you like, "Bro, am I tripping?" Like it happens in environments that you either you getting intoxicated, you turning up, you doing something, and it's like it makes you question, like, "Wait, bro, I know I'm not tripping." Like, bro, and it messes with you forever, bro. That shit's crazy. That shit's crazy. Every time we go over a story like this.
This person's friend literally pulled them into another dimension or another timeline, and they said, "Oh, this is just something I do," and that they have powers. This is actually like a really crazy story. Watch it and let me know what you think.
Let me tell you about the time my friend Robbie pulled me into another dimension, or it was another reality. This has been many years ago, and she had picked me up from work, and she had parked in the parking lot behind where I worked. And she had parked in front of this little hill. I wouldn't even call it a hill. It maybe had been about a foot and a half tall, that was in front of her car. So I got into the car and we were talking and we were discussing where we wanted to eat that day. All of a sudden, Robbie stopped talking and she kind of like zoned out. That was something she used to do on a regular basis, so it didn't bother me. I just kept talking. She puts the car in reverse. She's still zoned out. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe she's just thinking about something. And I kept talking. But when she put the car in reverse, we didn't go in reverse. I blinked. And when I opened my eyes, we were on a mountaintop. And I looked at Robbie in disbelief, and I'm like, but she was still zoned out. And I'm looking around, I'm looking straight ahead, I'm looking at her side, and it was like, all I could see was like trees and this mountain. And when I looked to the right, there was this drop. You know how like you see some of these videos where these cars are driving on this narrow road on the side of a mountain? That's how it was. And I started screaming because all I could think about, if this car tilts, we're going to die. Robbie never said anything. She never even acknowledged that this was happening. And so I could just continue to scream. Even though that I know it only lasted for a few seconds, it felt like an eternity. And all I could think about, we're going to die. We're going to die. Then all of a sudden we were back into our reality. And instead of being in the parking lot, we were in the parking lot adjacent to the one that we were in. And to this day, I do not know how we got there. And I looked at her, and the crazy part about it was she put the car in reverse. The parking lot that we landed in was ahead of us, was in front of us. And when she finally snapped out of it, I was like, what was that? What was that? I mean, I'm freaking out, like, and she was like, oh, it was nothing. It's just something that I do from time to time. I'm like, you do from time to time? What do you mean this is something you do from time to time? Robbie has been telling me all along that she had these powers, these abilities, and I just blew it off like, yeah, right. Because I never known anybody that could do anything even remotely close to that. Sure enough, I've had my own run-ins with little supernatural things, but nothing like that. And from that time on, I kind of like, it's not like I kind of like stayed away from her. I just started, whenever she goes into these little trances, I would just walk away if it was possible, because it's like, you'll never pull me into anything like that again, because that was terrifying. But it also helped me to understand a story that she told me maybe a few months before that happened. And on some level, I may not have believed her, but after that, I believed her. And I'm going to have to tell you all about that story, which was wild in itself. But Robbie, I think she kind of like was trying to tell me what she was capable of when I first met her. And she kind of like said that she was kind of like a witch. But like I said, before that time, I did not believe her. But after she pulled me in pulled me on that mountaintop, anything that she told me after that, I believed her. But yeah, something happened today that made me remember that, and I thought I would share it.
See, play stupid ass games, you win stupid ass prizes.
What the heck? Is that a moth?
I hate to be that's AI person, but I can't get behind that clip. I can't sit here and be like, nah, that's real, bro. It just don't even, it just don't logically make sense to me. Let me know your thoughts.
Simon Cowell just openly admitted to should show and tell you what is really going on in Hollywood. And maybe this is the reason why Simon Cowell has looked so different. Maybe, just maybe. Looking more and more young. I wonder why that's the case. Because he has admitted to doing a controversial blood rinsing program. Gee, I wonder what type of blood he is using for this procedure. If you know what he is doing. Because all of these people who are famous are doing some very dark things behind the scenes. And Simon Cowell is no different. People really need to wake up. What do you think?
But I'm gonna tell you, bro, being a bodyguard for certain people, the talent will show up to a place for a video shoot. Everything is already laid out. The talent will have no idea that they're in a ritual. Sometimes they change the flooring digitally. When they showed up, they wasn't standing on a pentagram, but when the video come out, they are. I've seen that happen. And then you got some people, when you show up to the video set, you see a weird lady there, and they offering you help. And I've seen an artist before say, listen, y'all offering me this help, but I'm not gonna give up anything for y'all to help me. And they said, well, good luck to you, young man. And his album never even came out after that.
So now NBA Youngboy and Pooh Shiesty might be beefing. Not because he don't like NBA Youngboy or NBA Youngboy don't like him. It's because of fans that are little niggas like him. It was uncalled for what he said on the phone. Ben held the phone up to Pooh Shiesty and this man gonna say, I'm 4K Trey. Like what? What provoked you to say that? What was the point? I'm lost, fool. I don't know for sure, but then it sounded like Pooh Shiesty was like, they ain't no shit. And it's all because of this little nigga right here.
I'm 4K Trey. Who? God, what the fuck, man? You said what? You could ain't good boy, I'm good. Ain't no shit. Okay. I'm finna call you right back.
Now, like I said, I don't know for sure if he said what he said, but it do sound like he said what he said. This man just got out of prison, fool. And niggas like that want him to go back, bruh. This why the black community just be failing, fool. When we can all get along, we can all eat. It's enough money for everybody. Everybody can be a part of the same gang. They don't want that though.
¿Puede alguien explicarme qué diablos es eso que estaba colgado de la ventana? No.
The shit just don't make sense. When he jumped down, he ran like as if he was already facing the camera. But when the camera caught him on camera, it looked like he's facing, man, that shit. Possibly AI. Possibly. I hate to keep saying that.
Look out the head of you, okay? That's enough, all right? You got one more chance. And I want you to introduce me to somebody that's going to make things happen for me. Oh, what the hell?
Hey, Lucian, speak of the devil.
Clyde, have you been hiding from me?
Oh, no, bro, why would I do that? Look here, Lucian, this is Jamie. Jamie, this is Lucian Holden. He's the CEO of Devil World Records and Tapes. Look here, I'm going to get on out of here.
Hey, man, where you going?
Business. Lucian, look here, about that thing I owe you, that loan. I'm going to get that back to you as soon as I get my insurance settlement.
How you doing? I'm Jamie King, singer, songwriter. I do it all.
I know all about you. I've been following your career for some time now. So, Jamie, do you write your own material?
Hey, man, I write all original stuff from top to bottom.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Would you take a little time out of your busy schedule for me?
It's kind of tight, man. You know, is this afternoon okay for you?
Number is on the card.
It's just a 666. Man, you got a lot of sixes in there. Yo, loosen. Dearly be, love it with sincerity. Don't forget about your family, and most of all, don't forget about me. Oh. So what's up? What you think, man?
Man, how do you come up with a song like that? Don't you know that that's a gift from God? That's a gift.
Yeah. See, I wrote that for my ex-girl, man. You know, I was really feeling it. I was trying to let her know how I felt. You just go stick your finger in that hot-ass coffee, that don't bother you?
Well, I know that song is a hit, and I can do a lot with it.
Cool. Wow, you just going on down with the hot coffee, man. You so real. But see, I want my song to reach the masses, man. That's all I really want to do. And if it happens to make me filthy rich in the meantime, I ain't mad at it. I tell you, then I walked out there and I told the audience, I said, yo, y'all love me? Woo! You've been standing over. Who's the beige fella and how can I be that?
In due time, Jamie. He's my latest project. Now, you've heard of Babyface, haven't you?
Yeah. He messed it up for all the broke brothers, you know.
Well, that's not Babyface.
Right.
That is Baby Hair.
Baby hair. Oh, okay, baby hair. Oh, I see the key to success now is to have the word baby in your name. Maybe I'll try baby wipes, so I'll wipe up the competition. You know what I'm saying, boy?
Anyway, let me introduce you. Hair! This is Jamie King.
Hey, man, nice to meet you, man. Yeah, pleasure to meet you. Hey, man, what's up with that, man? Oh, man, he didn't even shake my hand.
Well, baby hair is a little eccentric. Something about germs affecting his prettiness or something.
Yeah, well, Craig Mack must be shaking everybody's hand now.
You and the flag with Bobby Beckett. Jamie, I've got big plans now that I have your demo.
Hey, well, don't speak about it, be about it, man, because I'm thinking, you know, a lot of people kind of jerk me around. I'm not trying to have that happen again.
Be patient. Your time will come.
Speaking of time, I got to run off, man. Clive booked me at this nursing home, and if I don't get there before they had a Jell-O and everything, I'll never get the crowd back.
You don't have a watch, Jamie? No, take mine. Here. It's a Rollie.
Oh, no, I'm cool, man. Rolling? I'll be even more cool with all this ice on my wrist. Bling, bling, bling.
So that last clip was from the Jamie Foxx show of him talking to Satan. I hope that can stay in without copyrights, cause the last video actually I got in trouble for posting the Amazon forest being chopped down, and that was labeled as harmful content. Hey, I don't know, y'all. I've even reeled it back as far as saying a lot. If y'all haven't noticed, but y'all know we made it to the end of this, and if you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell so you always notified whenever we drop them uploads. Y'all know we coming with about 4 videos every smooth 7. And this is for entertainment purposes as well. And when you like and comment and subscribe to the channel, helps Collective grow, helps Collective get bigger, helps more people who like this type of content tap in with this content. But I appreciate y'all, man. If you're watching any TV, whatever the case is, I wish you a smooth 7 as well. I love y'all, and until I see everybody in the next one, y'all know what it is. We gone.
Ay, I just check my account. Sheesh, at the amount. You probably know what